she was so quiet. Okay, you're just busy looking.
She does what all the time?
Talks.
Oh, talks. Well, there's not much to say when you're on a trip like this because you're looky all the time.
I know which way to look. Yeah, when she comes again, we'll have to fly to Catalina and stay a couple of nights and become an innocent.
Yeah, see, it's good to know somebody like me because I love to fly and it's fun to go do stuff, you know. There's a lot to see. Texas, there's a lot of people fly there too.
Oh, really?
One of my instructors, when he got done here, he got his hours. He got a job at an airline doing charter flights in Texas, somewhere there.
Okay.
I'm not sure where.
Okay, do I need to scoot this up so she can get out?
Yes.
Well,
Probably me. I should have got out first.
Oh, you need to get out first. Okay.
But
Let me scoot up. How's that?
yeah, you just threw that there in the back seat. You're a little more agile than the two other sisters, Sister Rice and Sister Drury.
I know.
Do you know him? Okay, watch yourself. I'm going to push your thing back in over here. My wife does not like it at all. Oh, she does, but it's got to be something like, I've got a trap like say, oh, you good? You going or you not going? And then you don't want to tell her because she like, bad, so the night before the ocean is only nothing. That's how much it bothers her.
Oh my
Yeah, she's scared to death. And when we go on commercial flights, her doctor thinks her name's tranquilizer. Yeah, she doesn't say tranquilizer, and then she's all, you know, on a commercial flight it isn't that big of a deal, but I told her she can't take it when she's with me. And she's going to stay alert. And she don't get sick like throw up, she's just scared. Yeah, and I got a picture of her, she's gray. You know, her skin, she just don't like it. And I told her, I said, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I'm not going to dive into the or anything. My biggest fear out there is that is a situation where once the plane is damaged and it's unflyable, then you straight out. I don't like the thought of those, and there's a lot of traffic out there. The other thing is, I really don't like sharks. I wouldn't really want to ditch out the ocean, but in my training, they've always said, like flying a Catalina, always watch for the boat. And if anything happens, you're going to splash down right over the one side, and you're going to splash down right in front of you. Because if they're zooming along, they're not even going to see you. And you want to, you know, you want to splash in front of them, so that way they have to stop as well. And the other thing is, because I just don't want to be floating out there in the ocean thinking a shark's going to come up and take a nibble on me. fun. It's fun to do this. Did Sister Casey tell you about our whole introduction? Well, I was working down in the with her, and I think it was about it. You don't have to, but thank you. You're the best. And that's why when you call, I'll go, let's go. That's another thing, when I go by myself, it's an expensive hobby by yourself. If you, well, if you want to,
Well, my son's coming in September, so maybe we can, he would like it. He would love it. You know, I was thinking maybe we could fly up to Yuba City, drop him off, and then go back and get it.
now that's where your daughter lives, right?
Yeah, she's just been there about a month.
Because
Been there that long.
because I looked that place up on
Oh,
a
did
while
you?
back, yeah. And they do have an airport, but it's not in Yuba City, it's near it.
Near, okay. Well, I don't know. If Yuba City is such a small little place, I think you can walk through it. It's so small.
You know how long we were up?
Huh?
You know how long we were up?
No.
1.3 hours.
Okay. What does a 0.3 mean?
3/10 of an hour.
Oh. How can you tenth 60 minutes?
According to that meter there,
Oh, okay.
it's called a Hobbs meter. I'm not sure.
I've never been able to figure that one out.
And 40947.
I've never seen Mia so quiet. She talks all the time.
Yeah, why are you so quiet?
Watching, looking at everything, figuring out where we were. On an airplane or sorry, commercial.
Well, you know what's funny is
What
when
is this baggage?
yeah, that's the back luggage area.
Oh, yeah.
When I go on a plane, I've got my iPad, my phone, and I got my little satellite things. I try to get a window seat because when you get up to 35,000 feet, you lose cellular service. But I got this little thing that plugs into here and it picks up satellites if you're near a window. And then the whole time I can watch us and see how fast the plane's going, the altitude, you know. And it's kind of neat, but sometimes the people on the plane are like going, what's this guy got going on? And they let you use internet now on the planes, but they say after 10,000 feet, you know, they got all these rules about it. And then their internet that they do on the planes is it's set up to where when you're up there, like it blocks all my stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it does something to, I don't like it, but I just don't like flying commercial. My goal in life is whenever I go somewhere, I like to be in charge of my own destiny, you know?
Are you trying to save enough money for an airplane?
I'm not necessarily wanting to buy an airplane. They're $2. Yeah, you know that one that went by here? Those are about $700 an hour to operate.
Oh,
And then it costs you probably about $30,000 a year to maintain it and store, you know, have a place to
so
store
you
it.
would just always rent it for the small plane?
Yeah. Yeah, this other club that I'm in, they have planes right over here on the other side of Premier Jet, and they've got a couple of faster planes, you know, that I would rent. The one is a Comanche, Piper Comanche, and it'll get me to St. Louis in about 7.5 hours.
Wow.
But I have to stop twice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd stop in Albuquerque for a bathroom, you know, stretch. It'd be about 3 hours to Albuquerque. Then I'd get fuel, and I'd go to Wichita, Kansas, and I'd stop again, and then it would be about 2.5 more hours. So I could leave at 6 in the morning and get into St. Louis about 6:37 at night. And that's about how long it takes when you fly commercial by the time you leave 2 hours early and have a layover somewhere.
And it's not that much more, right?
Well,
Very good.
yeah, that plane, I can get the owner to let me have it if I get a big block and leave for a few days. They'll knock it down to around 145, 150 an hour. And so if it's, say you have 10 hours on the plane to get there, there'd be 1,500 one way. So, but if you figure about $3,000 for a round trip. But if you had 3 other people in the plane and you broke that down, then it would only be like a coach airfare.
Right.
Now, if you ever flown first class, well,
One time we got booted up to that.
Sometimes if you get a, you know, like when you go in, if they have open first class and say, when you're checking in, it'll say, oh, you can, for another $180, you can go to first class. If you ever get that, do it. It's just worth it just to be up there for the $180, because this last time I was looking, it was like $1,600 for a round trip airfare for first class. And I would say if it's just, you know, like say 2 or 3 people flying, or you could have a cooler and your own snacks in it, I would say this is first class, because at least if you're flying along, you're on with air traffic control the whole time. But let's say you're flying along and there's, oh hey, you know what? Instead of being so high you can't see anything, I could stay down low, 3,000-4,000 feet above the ground. Or if you see something, or if somebody goes, oh I'm hungry, or let's do something, you could always just find the nearest airport and land. And there's lots of airports. Or there's scenic stuff, you know, and say, oh hey, there was something over here, let's fly over it, and you just detour over or something like that. Like flying back to St. Louis, you're coming in through southern Missouri, and you could go over Lake of the Ozarks and look at Branson or something, or there's a lot of things you could do.